have you ever thought about what really motivates a salesperson?
You mean besides the big commission checks?
Exactly. It's funny because, so many people think that money is the ultimate motivator, but it's not that simple.
Yeah, I guess throwing more money at someone doesn't always get them off their seat.
Right. I was reading this piece by Edgars Untals, and he makes a great point
Oh,
that
yeah?
earning potential and actual earnings aren't the same.
Interesting. So even if you offer a huge salary, it doesn't guarantee better performance?
Exactly. It's like you can open the path to earning 10K a month, but if the salesperson hates their boss, the product, or even Monday mornings, they won't take it.
That's so true. Motivation's a combination of factors, not just the paycheck.
Exactly. And as Untal says, happiness is a combination, just like a salesperson's motivation.
So what else plays into it then?
Well, it's about alignment. At the level of values, there
Right.
needs to be something more between the employer and the employee than just money.
Yeah, like shared goals and mutual respect?
Yes, and that something more is what holds a company together and keeps
Yeah.
employees loyal and satisfied.
Makes sense. So how do we figure out what motivates each salesperson?
Well, that's where understanding the difference between motives and incentives comes in.
Wait, aren't those the same thing?
Actually, no. Motives are about unlocking an employee's internal potential, while incentives are external pushes aiming for a desired result.
Got it. So motives tap into their personal goals and values?
Exactly. Supporting their goals, acknowledging their achievements, involving them in decision-making, that's all
Yeah.
part of motivating.
And incentives are like bonuses or rewards?
Yes, and they can be divided into categories like reward and punishment, expected or unexpected, team or individual, moral or material.
So it's not just about the money, but also recognition and growth opportunities.
Exactly. And different people are motivated differently depending
Right.
on where they are in their lives.
Kind of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Precisely. The lower they are on the hierarchy, the more incentives like pay and control matter. The higher they are, the more motives like recognition and belonging make a difference.
That makes a lot of sense. So as managers, we need to tailor our approach to each person.
Exactly. Hire the right people, involve them, praise them more often, criticize skillfully, and pay well to those who earn it.
But isn't that common sense?
You'd think so, but many managers focus too much on monetary incentives, thinking
True.
that's enough.
Yeah, and then they wonder why their team isn't performing.
Right, and as Untals mentions, hiring motivated individuals and teaching them sales skills is key.
I like that approach. So motivation is more about the fit and the environment than just the compensation.
Absolutely. And remember, properly selected people don't need additional motivation. They need a common goal, a strong leader, and regular feedback.
So true. But what about those who still need that extra push?
Well, incentives have their place, but they
Sure.
shouldn't be the sole strategy. It's about balancing motives and incentives effectively.
Makes sense. It's a combination.
Exactly. Just like a salesperson's happiness is a combination,
Right.
motivation requires multiple elements working together.
You know, this reminds me of when I felt most motivated at work. It wasn't just the pay, it was the team and the mission.
Same here. When you feel valued and aligned with the company's values, it makes
Yeah.
all the difference.
So, the takeaway is that money alone isn't the key to motivating salespeople.
Exactly. It's about understanding each person's unique drivers and creating an environment where they can thrive.
Great insights. I think managers could learn a lot from this approach.
Definitely. As Untal says, the longer a leader's something more list, the greater the chances of having loyal and satisfied employees.
Well, here's to finding that something more in our teams.
Absolutely. And to unlocking the full potential of every salesperson.
Couldn't agree more.